What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another Expand Your Palate video. Woohoo! In this video, I'm going to go over the proper way to store your cigars, both for long-term and for travel. In front of me, I have two Yeti coolers. I love these. They were like 80 bucks each. They hold roughly 250 cigars each. They're very good. They're airtight. I use them for like my main storage. In the middle here, I have glass Tupperware. I used to use these all the time, but now I only really use them for the top one right there has some cigars that a guy on Facebook made for me, so I just keep his in there. And the bottom one is packed for a trip that I'm taking in 2 weeks. But other than that, I don't use those two. Behind those, I have a jar that I will show you. It's just a jar. It's like an airtight. I have one cigar in there. I used to have more, but I did a mold check, and this one had mold, so I took all the other cigars out. And I'm kind of quarantining him until I figure out what I'm doing. And then over there, I have my travel herfs. They're for traveling. And right there in the corner, we have the ominous wooden humidor. When I first got into cigars, I was super into the wooden humidor. That one, my ex-girlfriend got me. It was on Amazon for like 40 bucks. It's really cool. I like the look of it. I like the size of it. When I first got into cigars, it's all I used until my collection got so big that I couldn't fit the collection in there. And then I graduated to the Tupperware, and this has been in storage for the past 2 years. I broke up with her, I moved out to Pennsylvania, and now I have room to use it. But I tried using it a couple months ago. I seasoned it, I set it up, I put cigars in it, and it just wasn't holding humidity. I don't know why. I'm chalking it up to probably the fact that it's a cheap $40 humidor. $40 humidor from Amazon. And that's just the way it goes. I'm sure if I went out and bought like a $500 humidor, it would work perfectly fine. I don't have anything against wooden humidors, but personally, I don't use them. I don't like them. To me, they seem like too much maintenance. I think they're really nice if you want to display your cigars on your bar, on your desk, in your foyer. But other than that, these are my go-tos for a long-term storage. And so let's get into these. Where should I start? So first and foremost, I think I'm going to get into the travel humidors for you guys. So this is a travel humidor. If you're not familiar with what a travel humidor is, it is a temporary storage for your cigars while you are on a trip. I would not recommend leaving your cigars in here for more than a couple weeks. Some of them hold humidity pretty well, others really don't. This one's pretty cool. It looks like a Pelican case. I got it at my old lounge back in Jersey. I keep Bovedas in here, but I will say this is kind of drying out, and the other ones I keep in a bag, so they will be fine. Whoopsies, whoopsies. But I only put these in here like a week ago, so they should be good. I'm trying to move stuff around. But this one holds 20 cigars. You open it up, and it's got like divots for the cigars and then a second shelf. So that's a pretty cool one. And then I have my nub by Oliva. I put Rip and Dip stickers all over it. I think it looks pretty cool. But this one is specifically for holding, oh, you see here's a bone dry. Bone dry. That's probably been sitting in here for a year. So these, yeah, they don't hold humidity, but this travel humidor is specifically designed to hold nub by Oliva. You could put anything in there, but that's what it's for. And then my favorite, just my regular herf. Put some more stickers on it. Love me some stickers. Capybara. Wait, oh, capybara. Same deal. This holds, I think, 20, 25. Really depends on the size. Sometimes I'll just put a pipe in there and take a pipe, whatever. So yeah, those are travel herfs for short-term travel storage. They are like if you drop them, they're pretty shock-proof. Some of these can be waterproof. I really wouldn't trust this one to be waterproof. I don't know if they're advertised as such, but that's those. Okay, next we have the plastic jar, airtight plastic jar. We sell these at the lounge that I work at, Nelson Lagasto Cigars. This I would use for long-term storage. This is very good. It holds humidity very well. I had 25 cigars in here, and I went to do a mold test check, and this one does have mold on the foot, so I'm quarantining him. I might smoke him later this week. I don't know. It's a very big, very dark cigar, and I'm not super fond of very big, very dark cigars, so I'm kind of contemplating what to do with him right now. But this is a really good set it and forget it. You could fit about 25 cigars in here, depending on the size. If they're Coronas, maybe 30. If they're 6x60s, maybe 15. And you throw a Boveda in there. I've got a 65%, and just set it and forget it. Pretty simple. Now on to the glass Tupperware. A lot of these are pretty self-explanatory, guys. I mean, they're really just airtight vessels. There's nothing much to it. This is a Snapware. I believe I bought it at Target. It's got some cigars in there that a guy I met on Facebook made for me. He rolled these fresh in his house, and they've just kind of been sitting in here for, oh my God, probably a year at this point. I haven't really gotten to them yet. But they've been sitting in there for about a year with this 65% pack in here, and I check them for mold occasionally, and the 65% pack is perfectly fine after a year of sitting. So you just got to make sure you get one that has that seal. And then same deal with this one. I don't keep cigars in these anymore long term, only because I have these. But like when I first got into cigars, this was basically my setup. This was how my collection looked. These are just in here right now because I'm going on a vacation in 2 weeks, and this is the cigars that I'm deciding to bring on that vacation. But these, just so I'm showing you so you can see, like, these do hold quite a bit. I think there's probably 25 cigars in there. They hold a very decent amount. And they're very good storage. I do enjoy them. And again, those are Snapware. That's the brand. I think you can get it at Target. Now, on to the wooden humidor. Now, I said what I said about the wooden humidor. I don't think there's really much else to say other than just showing you what it looks like. It's pretty cute. It's got a lock on it. Open it up. Well, this is hard to do at this angle. You open it up, looks real cute. Looks real nice, good wood. It's got a little bottom shelf, little hygrometer, glass top. Now the glass tops are kind of notorious for not holding humidity, but again, like I said, if this was a good quality $500 humidor, I can almost guarantee you it would hold humidity just fine. But these are a very good option for long-term storage. And now on to these puppies. Now, if you didn't catch the vibe of this video, this is a very fast, straightforward, short video. I really want you guys to understand there's not a lot that goes into properly storing your cigars. As long as you have an airtight seal and you're using Boveda packs, you should be fine. When I first got into cigars, I was checking my cigars every day. I was checking the humidity. I was checking the temperature. I was freaking out over everything. And I think Steve Saka said it best in a Cigars Daily video when he was talking to Tim, and he said, cigars are like kids. You know, when you have your first kid, you know, everything is an issue. You're always worried about all these different things. And then by the time you have your second kid, you know, your first kid's got a shoe in his mouth, and you're like, whatever, you know. it's the same thing with cigars. You know, when you first get into it, you're going to be very anal about everything. But as time goes on, you kind of learn to just let them breathe, let them do their thing. So the orange container right here is all of my daily smokes, and I'm going to make a whole separate video showing my entire collection. But this is all my daily smokes. There's nothing special in here, just random stuff. We got like the Drew Estate pre-release ones, which is the Undercrown. No, the red one is the Undercrown El Tigre. And the new one for the Deadwood is called Buenos Noches, I think. So I got those two in there. I use 65% Boveda packs in here. And I got a whole layer underneath. So this probably right now is holding about 200 cigars, give or take. I'm really not sure. But I love it. Works like a charm. Set it, forget it. And then the brown one, this is all my special occasion smokes. Listen, everybody's different. You probably see some in here that you think are special occasion, and you probably see some in here that you think, you know, oh, those aren't special occasion. I smoke these every day. Well, you know what? Fuck you, because we don't all have money like that. But I got my Opus X in here. I've got a lot of My Father. I got a lot of Liga Bravada at the bottom. You can see back there I've got the egg and the the big ass Asylum. Take a look at the size on this thing. What the heliante? Shit is huge, dude. But this one, same thing. I keep it at 65. No biggie. I don't really touch it. And now there is one last thing I want to show you guys. Well, I guess two last things. So first of all, I got this little Opus X container. These are just a hard case. Something that if you go somewhere, you know, you can keep it in your suit pocket. A little hard. It's an aluminum case. They're pretty cool. This holds 3, I believe, like Corona size, maybe Toro, depending. But it's nice. And then the last thing I really want to show you guys is, well, there's two things here. Number one, please don't ever leave your cigars long-term in a cigar box, okay? A cigar box is not a humidor. It does not work the same, does not hold the same seal. I work at a cigar shop, and people come in all the time to buy the $1 boxes, and they always make a comment, oh yeah, my collection's growing, I need some more storage. And I always tell them, you know, it really, if you're looking for long-term storage, it's really not the best to do. I mean, boxes are cool and all, and I buy them all the time. I collect them, you know, for hanging on my wall and stuff. But please don't use these for storage. But what I want to show you guys is these glass tubos. Now, I have a cigar over here that comes in a tube. And, I mean, I've only had this for 3 weeks, so I can't even talk about the storing properties of this tube. But these right here, I bought these in Gettysburg almost 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half. And these all had cigars in them, and they had been sitting in these tubes for pretty much since I bought them, a year and a half. And I just took the cigars out of these tubes last week. And here is one of them. Where's he at? Right here. Here is one of those cigars. And this is smoking condition right now. It came out of the tube in what I would call smoking condition. It's nice and spongy and soft and no cracks. And that's a year and a half in that tube. Now, what I want to point out about the tube is it has a wax seal. This one does not have a wax seal. This is just a regular twisty. But in my personal opinion, I do believe, after this experience with these tubes, I do believe that these are a suitable long-term storage, as long as they are sealed with wax. I mean, I don't think I would use them like that, I guess, because I'd have to reseal it for it to work properly. But what I'm saying is, if you buy a cigar and it comes in a tube and the tube is sealed with wax, maybe don't rush to open it up and put it in your humidor. I mean, I feel like this held up pretty well. But that was really the last thing to show you guys. You can also get, much like that case down there, you can get cigar tubes. This would be for traveling. You can put that in your jacket pocket, and it'll keep your cigar from getting squished and decapitated. And that's it, guys. There's really nothing to it. Don't stress out about your storage. Don't stress out about humidity and temperature and all that extra bullshit. Just put your cigars in an airtight vessel and set it and forget it and enjoy collecting. I've been collecting now for almost 3 years, and I love it. I know it's hard to trust it when you first get into it, and you kind of have to figure out where your levels are at. But as somebody who's been doing it for a while, who just sets it and forgets it and has no issue, I'm telling you, just don't overthink it. It's really simple. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.